guys, what's up? So this is the third episode of my Exploring the Bible series. You may notice I have the same shirt on. This is the same day, same sitting. I'm just recording a bunch of these episodes in a row so that I can upload them without having to film them in the same day because the vlogs take all day to film. So I want to start with Genesis. Obviously, we're going to start with the beginning of the Bible. I have a few notes I'm going to read to you right now. I don't know how far I'm going to get. I'm just going to keep track of the time. I want to keep this between 5 and 7 minutes. I don't want it to be too long. So I might not be able to get all the way through chapters 1 and 2 because these chapters are quite lengthy. The first chapter is a full page and like a fourth of another page. So I'm going to start reading that now. So Genesis chapter 1, it's called The Beginning. It says, "In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. Now the earth was formless and empty. Darkness was over the surface of the deep, and the Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. And God said, 'Let there be light,' and there was light. God saw that the light was good, and he separated the light from the darkness. God called the light day, and the darkness he called night. And there was evening, and there was morning, the first day. And God said, 'Let there be a vault between the waters to separate the water from water.' So God made the vault and separated the water under the vault from the water above it. And it was so. God called the vault sky. And then there was evening and there was morning, the second day. And God said, 'Let the water under the sky be gathered to one place, and let dry ground appear.' And it was so. God called the dry ground land, and the gathered waters he called seas. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, 'Let the land produce vegetation, seed-bearing plants, and trees on the land that bear fruit with seed in it, according to their various kinds.' And it was so. The land produced vegetation, plants bearing seed according to their kinds, and trees bearing fruit with seed in it according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening and there was morning, the third day. And God said, 'Let there be lights in the vault of the sky to separate the day from the night, and let them serve as signs to mark sacred times and days and years, and let them be the lights in the vault of the sky to give the light on the earth.' And it was so. God made two great lights, the greater light to govern the day, and the lesser light to govern the night. He also made the stars. God set them in the vault of the sky to give light on the earth, to govern the day and the night, and to separate light from darkness. And God saw that it was good. And there was evening, and there was morning, the fourth day. And God said, 'Let the water teem with living creatures, and let birds fly above the earth across the vault of the sky.' So God created the great creatures of the sea and every living thing with which the water teems and that moves about in it, according to their kinds, and every winged bird according to that kind. And God saw that it was good. God blessed them and said, 'Be fruitful and increase in number, and fill the water in the seas, and let the birds increase on the earth.' And there was evening and there was morning, the fifth day. And God said, 'Let the land produce living creatures according to their kinds, the livestock, the creatures that move along the ground, and the wild animals according to its kind.' And it was so. God made the wild animals according to their kinds, the livestock according to their kinds, and all the creatures that move along the ground according to their kinds. And God saw that it was good. Then God said, 'Let us make mankind in our image, in our likeness, so that they may rule over the fish in the sea and the birds in the sky, over the livestock and the animals in the wild, and over the creatures that move along the ground.' So God created mankind in his own image. In the image of God he created them. Male and female he created them. God blessed them and said to them, 'Be fruitful and increase in number, fill the earth and subdue it. Rule over the fish in the sea, the birds in the sky, and over every living creature that moves on the ground.' Then God said, 'I give you every seed-bearing plant on the face of the whole earth, and every tree that has fruit with seed in it. They will be yours for food. And to all the beasts of the earth, and all the birds in the sky, and all the creatures that move along the ground, everything that has breath of life in it, I give every green plant for food.' And it was so. God saw all that he had made, and it was very good. And there was evening and there was morning, the sixth day." And that is the end of Genesis chapter 1. So what I want to talk about in this is, in the beginning, He created the earth. That doesn't mean that there were materials and stuff that he made it from. He didn't make it, he created it, which means that it came from nothing, which means it was from thin air, like magic. Poof, here's the world. That is how powerful God is. Another thing I want to talk about is how it says the Spirit of God watched over the earth. It says, Spirit of God was hovering over the waters. Now, when you think about that, think about how a hen watches over her eggs. They hover over it like it's their prized possession, and they watch it and make sure nothing hurts it. God was watching the earth over the waters like it was his prized possession, and this was his creation, which it is. And he was looking over it, and he was watching it, and his spirit is in the earth because he created it. And I want you to realize how many times it says, and God said. In every single paragraph, it says at least once, and God said. And this is repeated, in my opinion, to add emphasis on the fact that everything he did had an immediate result. He said, let there be light, there was light. He said, let there be a vault between the sky or the waters on the ground and the waters in the sky, and there was a vault between the waters on land and the waters on the sky. He said, let the water under the sky be gathered into one place and let dry ground appear. And then he made continents, and he just did that by saying, he just says it, and it's like, your wish is my command, and it just goes bam, and it happens. And I just think that's really important to think about how powerful he is. And then the other thing I want to talk about is it says, so God created mankind in his own image. And this goes along with everything I've been talking about on my other channel. We are in God's image, and we have everything that we need in order to be great. And he gave that to us when he created us in his image, and that is so important for us to realize. And it says right here in the first page of the Bible that we were created in his image, and that's in the beginning. This Genesis is one of the most known one of the most known books of the Bible because it's at the beginning, and everyone will start reading, and then they'll get through Genesis, and then they'll say, I don't have time for this, and they'll just stop. So everybody should know that we were created in the image of God if they have ever picked up a Bible, because it is on the first page, and that is how important it is. In the image of God, he created them. He created us in his image, and you see how powerful he is and everything that he's doing. And every time he does something, he says, he saw that it was good. So everything he does is good. He does good things, he does great things, and he creates great things and good things, and he created you, and that means you were great and good, and you are in the image of him, and he loves you, and he created you with everything that you need to be in order to be amazing and be happy and be the person that he wants you to be. You have every single bit of potential to be that person. You just need to realize that, and I'm hoping that by reading this and reading with me that you will realize that. I'm sorry if I stuttered, if I misread anything. This is the first video of this. This is my first time. Bear with me. I will get better, I promise, but I hope this helped. I did only get through the first chapter because this video is longer than I wanted it to be, but I will be back tomorrow with more of the Bible. I hope you guys enjoyed.